I'm going to take it away from the junglers. I know that we've got SOFM and we're in like Shame. It's super exciting, but I want to take you down a trip down memory lane with me, Pulse. And it normally doesn't go so well. Facing across from Jace level 1 is one of the most punishing matchups just because he gets more.
He comes up, Tank is locked in place, he's low on mana. SOFM has found Let Me with Flandre, but the Grand Challenge has been issued, but backed away from. Tank will flash away into the Blast Pad, but also into a Shockwave. Just one more auto attack from Let Me will finish him off for first blood to RNG.
And again, this is SOFM though.
SOFM doing the same on the top side. Hitting the Prey Seeker. The riposte goes wide, but he's being forced back into the enemy tower. This is pretty much the end of the line for Let Me. It just pretty much who's going to pick up the kill, and SOFM's just like, farming jungler, I will be taking this one.
And opening up space for your support and your jungler to wander around, okay. So the region means so much more.
I was going to have something about that, but there is a curtain call coming in from the side, and Tank is completely locked up. So much CC, so many roots. No way that Tank can get out. Again, Brush has come up.
And SOFM are looking for a flank here. If Snake want to pull the trigger, now is the time to do so.
Tower's down, but they're coming in from 4 different angles. There's a knockup from SOFM, but everyone is still kind of scattered. Most pulled into the team of RNG. That's 1 and 2 kills to RNG from that one. They just came in not quite at the right time.
And while you can see that with people like Let Me as they're actually chasing down Flandre. Will they get him? Does W connect?
Oh, nice riposte. That will maybe keep him alive. No, flashes burnt, and that was a lot of damage.
Bam,
from the final crit. 500 damage right to the face.
By the skin of their teeth, they will lose the inhib.
And that's probably the bigger thing. In all honesty, Hug goes wide, doesn't quite connect.
SOFM,
big knockup onto 3 people with the package on top of it. This could be an extremely good fight for Snakes. They've run down RNG, but Tank is still behind the team, and they converged on him. He blows up one target onto Uzi. Lots of damage now completely off the table for RNG. Big arrow comes out, but it's Flandre caught out from Jalhu, and that's a 2. Flandre will finish this low health turret off. SOFM caught out. He does have that Guardian Angel, so it will take another one to take him out, but I don't think there's anyone there to really assist him. Maybe a lantern? Nope. Oh, mid gets caught out by the recoil, blown up. Where did that damage come from? I think it was from Uzi, and Tank was off to the side trying to find a kill, but it's not going to come to fruition. In fact, Mo's caught out again by Jalhu, and 3 kills to RNG. Now the Summoner's Rift is their oyster immediately because he has no mana, so he has to go back to base first, and this Baron is just going to go over to RNG. That may be the final nail in the coffin. It's so difficult now for Snake to come back with that inhib down, a Baron, 3rd Ocean Dragon. Like, how it works?
I'm pretty sure it was Uzi.
It was actually Xiaohu and Let Me hitting him at the same time with all the damage that you're about to see now. Sombrero, SOFM up. Here comes the curtain call. He's trying to do the dancing shoe thing, but there's too many people there locking him up. So again,
he could actually help his team theoretically defend this.
But he's not. He's still in top lane, and you can see MXG. It's kind of just like he was considering recalling for a second, but he's going to stop. This is going to be the inhib again. I guess he's just trying to stop the Nexus from falling, but this is a wave that you could ride. Tank gets called out along with his support, and he'll also drop. Let Me just nails him with a Shock Blast. And now it's just too little too late from SOFM. Double redemption comes down, so interesting. And now he'll go in for this nice knockup, but there's no team there anymore. This is a 3 versus 5. Flandre comes in and tries to make the hero play. Can't even kill Uzi. And RNG will be closing in here. Pretty much the first game upset. 2 more kills as the last tower goes down and they move on to the Nexus. But this has just gotten cataclysmically wrong for Snake in this game. RNG finish off the tower. They finish off SOFM. He dies for his sins. They're on to the Nexus. And RNG will take game 1 as best of 3 against Snake.
We call this a shellacking. This was a brutal, like,
shellacking.
Dismember.
Because Corki was actually picked as a pick into Syndra for a little while people were trying to figure out how do we deal with Syndra if she's not as easy as it is just like, you know, dumping a Shen on top of him. And that was actually a ban in this game as well from RNG potentially.
I mean, this is a possibility of timing that the junglers would run into each other. Oh,
Mo's found Ming coming back into the lane, and Uzi's doing what he can, but also MXG in the river, so he'll instant react, auto attack for the kill. First blood to Uzi, and Ming's getting chased down. Throughout play connects, and he's thinking about tower diving, moving full speed, that 15% slow. Get out of here. feel like a god. Oh, hook onto MLXG all the way from Flandre, who uses ultimate onto Xiaohu as well. And SOFM's there, lands the Q onto MLXG. Wasn't quite the target he wanted, and the ult comes down, unleashed power right onto SOM's face, and onto Flandre as well, rotating from the top lane. He'll flash over the wall. He wants this kill. After all of that tragedy he had to face in that lane, he'll feel real good taking down Nautilus, and a 1-kill advantage when they were looking to favorites to probably 2-0 RNG.
On the oh, hold on.
Oh, Mint following after Mo. Hello? Where was that? What? He was in place, and then we got punished by Uzi, who's quite happy to turn this one around. The easiest. So that's what we need. So if any of you viewers are watching and have a name, that would be great, but we have a gank happening in the bottom lane. SOFM setting up onto Uzi. Fantastic spell shield, but may not be enough because Flandre, I put in click and I kill you. SOFM gets a kill in return.
Great adaptation from Snake to just pull the trigger on this one, see that Uzi's too far forward. They're looking for more.
Well, it was a good idea for Ming to wipe out the minion wave. MLXG is here, and there's a lot of kills potentially open for him. He won't take down Mo, but he doesn't yet have the resets, unfortunately. Otherwise, this would have been a field day. Like, is a plaything
he
setup.
Doesn't have ult. They're trying to hit death sentence. Spell shield.
Mo needs to do it. The flash, the flay. He's got the slow down. And good spell shield from Uzi once again. It'll just be some damage out from Min. But he goes through too deep. He gets the 1-for-1 trade though. So I guess well played in the end to Min. But I mean, lane.
But
and I'm looking for a mid tower.
First tower gold to RNG. He wasn't even looking at that.
Yeah. That one doesn't land, but there's lots of damage in return. Bullet time, full channel onto Mo, but Uzi will drop there with Mint. Mint was unable to help him, but MXG has arrived. SOFM is here, but he doesn't really want this fight.
Here comes the sneaky tree through the back door.
Oh, SOFM's already used his Q. There's
yeah,
one kick, but I mean, W's gonna follow you wherever you go. Lands into safety. There was an auto attack following after Uzi, but there's a misfortune. Why is there a misfortune there? A kill goes down. Mint's getting followed after. The stun from behind. Complete pincer attack from RNG will result in 3 kills.
The only defense Snake had for this Baron was the Corki, but tanks like Sia. Valkyrie's over the wall. Free Baron.
This has not been a good series for SOFM whatsoever. And RNG with a 21-minute Baron will start.
Like his CDR and his crit are out of control right now.
It's just like, what champion am I playing? SOF, what? I mean, this is not a replay, folks. He's at the enemy.
Falls behind, he will not assist. Like, he doesn't pass the baton off for someone else.
Yeah. Oh,
and
man.
He's gone again.
Bullet time coming out. He only just came out of the base, and Mo instantly dies. Let me, not the person to initiate on. SOFM, caught dead. Xiaohu with the kill. 2-0. And yet another push, and it was not going to work out in this time with 2 kills. RNG easily able to take out this tower on the hunt. They're chasing down Mint. The kill. There's the Sibir Maokai combination. Tag down for the count. And that has just turned in from an inhib to potentially the game.
They do have a wave very far up mid lane, so their current wave is relatively small. I don't know if they can end the game without tanking with Maokai.
With Letme, but Letme is massive, and only Flandre and Mo are alive, and they're going to do just that. I mean, they just simply don't have the damage. If they had one damage dealer, maybe they could do something, but the minion wave is dissipating, and SOFM's back. But Flandre initiates, Mo's there, and SOFM as well. I mean, Ming is low, so maybe this can work out. And I think RNG have decided to back away. Noting why and how and what this has in terms of implications for the team, but I think right now it's more about what it has implications for this tower, because there is an engage going on, and Letme is slowly dying. Courage of the Colossus actually kept him alive for longer than I think his team was thinking, but that will
provide you a single, probably 2 arrows hits your backline, you have to
I'll say places not to recall for 100 points. Flandre is getting pushed out. That's an instant kill onto the tank, but Ming is low. So is the rest of RNG. He'll drop down. Letme dragged into the team, but Mo's flinging him away. And SOFM is going in onto MLXG. He'll be forced to leap out. Tank called out, though. There is Unleashed power off, on cooldown, rather. That'll be the flash from Letme, just onto the backline. And this has gone disastrously wrong for Snake. It looked so good for them, but they're dropping members like flies.
And unfortunately, SOFM was doing a good job kind of warding off MLXG from the flanking zone, but his team just gets walked down, and he just watches it happen. He can't get in from behind. He is still relatively full health, and he's trying to stack up as many levels as possible, and he's caught on drugs.
He's called out once again on this camp, and this is the most free Baron of all time.
But I won't burn mine. But he's caught on a ward.
Yep. So, yeah, that was fine, quotation marks, but mid lane, but he has wiped out a mini wave.
And it's
It's not in the right lane, though.
But the problem is again, it's the Baron creeps.
Yeah, and also there's no tower there, so they're just going to walk up and kill that inhib like they're doing bot lane. But he did get it this time, and now he's on Wolves. So there we go. RNG into this mid lane. They've taken one inhib, make that two. But they won't have any minions in mid lane.
I'm devastated. RNG now have full information, which is why they pull the trigger. Like, we're taking this tower or we're running you down because we see that the Lee Sin is not here.
On the hunt used for a tower, take that to the bank any day. I mean, someone's going to have to finish off this one. There we go. Let Me will be the hero that they need. Mo's being caught out. Let Me W onto his face. Philandre catches him out, and that's the bullet time raining down hell on the rest of the team of Snake. Tank called out, maybe the last savior. And SOFM, if anything else, he's going to duel his opposing jungler and show he is boss, but MXG has got him isolated, so...
He does have a creep wave, though. They have to kill him.
God, I just wanted this 1v1 to show myself. But MXG is saying, look, I have the team, and that's how you win video games. 24 kills to 6. RNG wiped the floor with Snake. 2 games to 0 in this set. I mean, pretty much against the odds. People were not expecting this 2-0 to happen, but RNG 2-0 over Snake.
Playing really well with their pick composition. A huge problem.